Now, this story is very important. It's exactly 10:08 in Ghana, about 5:08 in the US. Now, this story is important. President Mahama directs the National Investigation Bureau, NIB, to immediately is very important, to immediately investigate allegations of corruption in the award of foreign scholarships. Metna, I am TV way so. A whole scandal about Kingsley Agyemang. This is Kingsley Agyemang. This guy, one of the greatest thieves in the history of Ghana. I am surprised that this fool is still walking around in Ghana. And John Dramani Mahama say, directing the National Investigations Bureau, NIB, say foreign scholarships, investigations, Kingsley Agyemang, he stole over $50 million just as scholarship secretariat. This guy. Sakwawi and the Kufuado. May a whole scandal. Nipana onene ko bo krono. Nipana na oneno area yesika. It was scholarship secretary. They were selling scholarship to Sekelewili. Kwasiawe, Oria scholarship secretary Sikewi no, and Odiko tu attachia and Odebura parliament. Now, John Mahama and this government, they need to make sure they go down and investigate this guy. Because, you see, under his leadership, Akwawe Sika Oria, and you know the funny thing, Ebuakwa Hine and the Kache Kufuado, yes, Akwawe, scholarship secretariat boss. Yes, Mr. Boache. It was Ebuakwa Hine, Mr. Boache. Papa Bofreno, Ache no. Or no, any of this Akronfo we make Kufuado say, only the scholarship secretariat boss. And Akwawe be scholarship secretariat boss, no. Achim for yes, so bang. Ebuakwa Hine. Then call for us illegally. MPP for us illegally. Edom kogu abrochira. Obu okwa abrochira school kwa wanko onim school no. And this guy, he was selling scholarship as high as $50,000. Akwawi. And John Mahama say yembie investigations. Oko abrochira. 90% of omo amunya scholarship kwa abrochira no. Omunyina no monko school. I am telling you, 90% of Nkofua, Omu Akwawe, Emo scholarship and the MPP. So Omunko school abrochire no, 90% no munye students. On one case the constituency, or the nipa 30, omu MPP executives. Enkurase form who fibio, or to sa omuko go abrochire. In the name of the scholarship in the eco school. Akwawe, the problem we are facing today. Recently, Moti said there are some young people in Europe, in UK. Say they are demonstrating. This is the guy. Hanging on. This guy is one of the diabolic criminals in the history of Ghana. See, Pobia was say lives. What dupe on my way pa? This guy called Kingsley Agyemang. I think he's an MP. Will be an attaching MP no. And John Mahama say MBA investigations right now. We should go into the matter. We need to investigate him. If we decide to do a forensic audit on all the schools in Europe, Ghana for say scholarship koha. Ube say 90% of the students are acquiring more scholarship from school. And after the investigations, you will see. Me say, after the investigations, you will see students now must say under Kingsley Agyemang. You don't go school abroad. Every month, they're not all you say. And this was on my show. I did this scandal. The guy who was doing the crime with him, the person was on live TV. Tama 2023. What this guy was doing in the say, or Ghana, they were selling scholarships in pound sterling. Or to be 20,000 pounds. 30,000 pounds. Me TV way so go into the archives. Go on YouTube. The story is there. The guy who was his colleague, his partner in that crime, they fell off. And a guy in the car said he will speak Obeka if you say Kingsley Agyemang way, a man called for back UK Sanko Mumbekuno. Enti Okase and the Obeka. Now Ghana for will say Kingsley Agyemang and to me kuno. So that guy came on my show. And that guy spoke. And that guy gave us all the documents. Sakwa we know and say as the CEO of Scholarship Secretariat, you know, Otam Oji Obisika 30,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds. What they do, then they say, Otam Nipana, Nipan in school be abroad. Now, Oma register Nipan was school was say or your student. Now, what goes on and they say, San Nipana will be registered and say, Oko school, Ebia, or Manchester, the Nipan knew as a student too. And this Kingsley Ajiman will be paying money to the person as stipends into another foreign account or UK. Say, Otia, a year stipends from the Nipan school, no, I was say, a bind man kakra as a scholarship student, you know. It is Sasi can get a scholarship student, you know. Sanko for no qua onim oman school no a create accounts UK in the name of those people. So what he does and they say every month, you know, no atam sika say where your students in stipends sika on be twetwa ekoto accounts ni mu a na sa sika na koto odon accounts mu. It is our investigations that we say 90% of omo find in same as scholarship students, you know, they are not in school. Into we check here police for they were not students. 90% of them were not students. So he was sitting in Ghana as the CEO of Scholarship Secretariat and was paying himself in the UK. He was paying himself in Holland. He was paying himself in the US. So that was how he was making the money. And today, students in say he did not care because the real students, you know, he was not giving them any money. He created his own portal. He created his own students clique. Into offer a year in conformity the constituency. Now or the Oma ko UK. Now our former friends are a student. Omuko drew no a create account is only student. What happens and then they say student in the court na so wamba class for a period school ni be yin free ho. It is sasi can obe make sure say student na amba class for 6 months school ni be permanent. 6 months no obe tua student in stipends be 2 years stipends amano. 2 years stipends it never goes to the school. It does not go to the student. It goes to the account he has created. Because on paper, that person is still a student. School still be higher. Your man scholarship, not 3 months, 1 back class, 2 months, 1 back class, automatically school be pamon. This guy knows it. It is a connection now. Now could do UK. All that he does is Sandy Podum said 2 months time school no unco. Yabe pamono. Into that within that 2 months no obet student salary and I said stipends be 10 times amani pano. Now Sasi kano kwa Nipani receiver akwa we dia. He keeps the money. Inti say omo person omo ye forensic auditor. This guy he will not last 24 hours. He will go to jail. And then I had a problem with APAC. When I did the scandal, that time not NDC opposition. I reached out to Sami Jemfi and I told Sami Jemfi say this issue is a very important issue. APAC should do one thing for me. Because APAC was on the education committee. I told Sami Jemfi to give all the documents to APAC, forward the video to APAC, and tell APAC to raise the matter in parliament. When Sami Jemfi approached APAC, APAC told him to tell me, say, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know why? Because APAC was getting money from this guy. APAC never raised the issue in parliament. In fact, at a point, Mesaka Sami Jemison Kancha Park say, so want to raise the issue of parliament, public accounts committee, they should call this guy to come and answer to the document. Our park said no, everything there. He didn't do it. In fact, if I can go back to our chat, Minister Sami Jemfi chatter, Sami Jemfi actually sent me a screenshot of what APAC told him. APAC is a criminal. Recently, I also touched on Kwasi Asembi. A foolish man like that.
Which is not divided, then we are lying to ourselves. The party is deeply structurally, everything emotionally, it is divided.
He was taking money for dependents. This guy
Dr.
is
Mahama
a criminal.
Party no divided. You got 56 point something. The margin of vote Canadian Japan today. Clearly are people who are not in support of your bid. Yes, elections, you won't get everybody to support you.
In fact, if we are not able to
now the reason here, most of the people ain't mean support you.
Can you guys
because of Bibi
try and find me a short video of that interview?
It is believed that TNO, and I'm telling you truth. Anybody who surrounds you and won't tell you the truth, I don't care. I will speak truth to you, Dr. Mahama Bawumia, in a much more respectful way. I will speak truth.
1 minute or a 2 minute video.
Doc, yeah, Before the elections, I wanted to comment on it, but I did not comment on it for one reason. The reason I did not comment on it was because I didn't want to be seen as somebody who was shaping how the delegates should vote. But I believe, Sammy, I could have called you behind the scenes for this video to be discussed, but it is in the public domain, and we must address this in the public, draw the attention of the masses to that this cannot be.
I'm sure, sir, Obi, Nkabamia winning 2024. Maybe he would have made some appointments that he would have regretted. I think so.
Based on
some of the dynamics of this campaign, and maybe
just nkophobia na would have thought so.
And on also not many, on also thought. Yes, Tunini didn't come out sometimes in the silence of his heart. He thinks that now we means him because
he didn't expect some people to.
I think so.
He feels betrayed in a way. By some.
So your words, I want to go with it. He feels betrayed in a way, but he's come to accept that that's politics. Because and Kanyasa maybe Smith in Kwasha, Smith in Kwasha, twice straight from 2024. In 2028, I'm convinced, when elected as president of the republic, he will make a great president.
You see, it is unfortunate it's coming from somebody like you. Sir, Dr. Mahama is pained. Sir, encophobia no susu say. Ankomo nafa. Ene sankrofo no blah 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 blah. And saying we need straighter. And KB as Ankrofo no, he would have made certain appointment that he would have regretted because Omega say Wingosha. Does that presupposes that Dr. Mahama Dubawumia say Obi an campaignia manua and do this story? And also Obi campaign it here no. Say ni pan all man appointments and idea be aventia says I mean person be say asem no aka na say. And this cannot be the approach to making sure the party, and you see the same behavior, the same attitude is what Akufo-Addo used to destroy the party till now. So Samuel Okuweka said, Dr. Mahama Dubawumia said we need straighter. And Koweka said Ngofo, and he would have regretted those appointments because Ngofo maybe he believed they were on his side, but they've dejected him. Must appointment be given to those who are believed to be Dr. Mahama Dubawumia surrogate in Kwana? See, at two baby. Now, Dr. Mahama Dubawumia and Nkrofobi campaign it here. Is that saying because